Hi, I'm Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be an angel pick a card on your health. So for today's reading, all you have to do is pick a stone, and the angels will give me messages that I give to you concerning your health. This is a timeless reading, so anytime that you're watching this video, the reading will apply. So this will be the reading for those who picked the green calcite. This is the Archangel Power Tarot deck from Doreen Virtue. These are the Gabrielle Oracle cards, the Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy cards, and the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angel cards. So those are the cards that I'm using for the reading. And let's get into the reading. The first card that we have is the Four of Michael. And on the card it said, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. And this card in general is saying to you, it's time to take a break. You really need to take some time for this meditation because you're not seeing the forest for the trees. You need to gain a different perspective in order to really get everything that's being offered to you. And there's a lot that's being offered to you. But you're stressed, you're worn out, you're tired, you're just trying to look on the surface. And without the ability to really delve deeply into this with the new perspective, you're not going to get as much out of it as you could. So get more sleep, take time for meditation, and as you meditate, maybe write down the thoughts that come to mind, because that's going to help you have a different perspective on the situation that you're in. This is your current situation. Now, in the past here, we have the Four of Raphael, and that says, on the card, it says, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. And this card is basically also saying that there are additional options available. There's more here than meets the eye. So you need to widen your lens, widen your focus. You may not be able to see the magic in the situation, but if you look deeper, you really will see it. So again, the encouragement for meditation. Now this is a past. So this is saying too that you could be repeating a past mistake. And if this has to do with your health, then it could be that there's more than one reason why you're having possibly a repeating health issue. So you need to look deeper, see if maybe there's an emotional cause rather than just a physical cause, or vice versa. Maybe you've always looked at the emotional causes and not the physical causes. So whatever it is, you do need to widen your lens and realize that you are a healer. You are the person who can heal yourself the best. But if you need medical intervention, certainly seek that, and still continue to pray to your angels for guidance and for insight into what more you can do to heal yourself. And this is especially important because this looks like you may be repeating a similar health problem as one you had in the past. And then we have the Knight of Michael. And the Knight of Michael on the card says, strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. And it's time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Now, this seems to contradict what we just said in the other cards, but this position is for the energy that's needed. So once you make your decision about what you need to do, yes, then you do need to move, not swiftly, but decisively. That's what I'm going to say with this. That you develop a plan, make a careful plan for the execution, and use your mind over your emotions. Don't be impulsive. You need to have a strong focus. And if you do have a strong focus, you certainly can accomplish this and many other tasks probably at the same time. This card indicates a person who has a brilliant mind. And that's the energy needed for this situation. Now, the challenge of the situation is the Six of Gabrielle. And on the card, this says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions are in store. So here's the card, the Six of Gabrielle. I'm trying to get that glare off of it. And it says, too, that, you know, this hard work that you did in the previous three cards of really meditating, looking deeper into your situation, looking into possibly new causes that could be causing you to repeat a health issue. Now, once you find those reasons and you execute the plan for curing that or healing yourself, you really do it great. You do a great job and you're able to move on. Perhaps you have multiple health issues that you need to address. And so the first three cards are saying, you know, one at a time. You can't do, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't change everything about yourself all at once. You do need to break it down into each piece and address them individually. But once you do a really good job. And the next card, the fifth card, really emphasizes that and confirms that as well. This is the outcome card, the Three of Gabrielle, and it says prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. And, you know, prosperity can be found not just in money, but also in health and mind, health of mind, health of body. And the Three of Gabrielle says you've made really good choices. The ship is coming in. You do need to consider your next steps. And what I'm saying is, if you've got these health issues that you have to address, then go on to the next one and do the same thing that you did for this one. Meditate, go within, look deeper, look for other causes, and then try to eliminate those causes or bring about healing on your own or with the help of your medical professional. You will get a good outcome due to your excellent planning. So you're on your way to much better health. However, there's a good deal of work for you to do, both mentally and emotionally. And I think through meditation, your angels will be able to guide you as to what it is that you need to do in order to improve your health. Now let's look at the oracle cards. And for each one of those, I'm going to take a look at the guidebooks, although I don't have a guidebook for healing with the angels. So first let's look at the Gabrielle oracle cards. And this is the Archangel Gabriel oracle cards. And this one says, let go, release the desire to control this situation, and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. So let go. And so does that mean that you just are giving it up to God, giving it up to the angels, saying that the angels will just help you with that? I'm trying to get a better focus. There we go. Maybe. Let's read and see what this card really says in the book. Creativity is a dance of giving and receiving. You receive inspiration, which you then give to your creative projects. This card is encouraging you to give through release. You've got a lot to say, even if you have self-doubts, which all artists struggle with at times. The main message of this card is that it's time to let go, which has multiple meanings. You'll know which of these meanings apply to you. Let go of fears about your work. Let go of a job that's taking all your time. Let go and let God be in charge. Let go and express your authentic feelings through your creativity. Let go and show your creative project to others. Whatever form it takes for you, let go. And I would add to that and say, let go of the idea that you may not deserve to be completely whole and healthy. Let go of that. You do deserve to be completely whole and healthy. So release the idea of controlling the situation, and then allow the angels and God to help you heal yourself, or for them to heal you, and believe that you deserve that. You deserve to feel whole and healthy. That's something that people forget about with illness and injury, is that very often there is an emotional component that needs to be healed first before we will allow ourselves to have our body healed. really, really kind of difficult to wrap your head around all by yourself. Very often it helps to have an outside perspective on these things. And then we have from the Angel Therapy Oracle cards, we have past life issues. This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. So let's take a look at that card. That's a nice card, very simple. And let's read what we have to say about this with the past life. This, let's see. You drew this card because experiences and emotions from one of your previous lifetimes are influencing the situation you're inquiring about. You have well-earned wisdom from that past life. Allow it to guide you in your present situation by trusting your gut feelings and hunches. Those intuitive impulses result from the knowledge you've gained in an earlier life. Trust it. People from your past life are making themselves known to you in this lifetime. They include a soulmate and family members, all with whom you share karmic ties. In the past, these relationships may have been painful, but now is your opportunity to balance that karma and break the reincarnation cycle if you choose. So, Ratziel is the angel for this card, and that his name means secrets of God. And he's the angel who will help you understand, assimilate, and heal past life memories. So they are giving you a prayer that you can use. Go to a quiet place and pray, Archangel Ratziel, I call upon you now. Please help me understand, and then you're supposed to describe whatever your current situation is. And in this case, I guess it would be the health issue you're experiencing. By guiding me and healing me through my past experiences and relationships, I ask that you help me balance all karma with everyone involved in this situation in all directions of time. Ratziel, please help me uncover, heal, and release any old buried pain now and forever. Thank you. Your body may react as you say this, indicating that you're successfully releasing old pent-up pain. If you have memory snippets of past lifetimes, please write them down for further exploration with a past life regression therapist or by listening to a guided meditation. Not to be too shameless, but I do past life regressions and discoveries, and so if you would like an appointment with me, you can send me an email. The email address will be down in the description, but it's just coolcrone444@gmail.com. And then the final card that we have says emerging. So you are on the cusp, you're on the precipice of figuring out where you're going with your spirituality, and your spirituality is being challenged by this health issue. You are being able to open up to the healing energies of the angels and other benevolent beings who are guiding you towards a more healthy life. So whatever your health issues are, I've given you the reading with all the other cards here, but know that in this process, this is helping you get to your next level on your spiritual journey. So don't look at whatever is going on health-wise, whether it's an illness or an injury. Don't look at this as a curse or that you're a victim or anything like that. It's not negative. It's an opportunity for you to learn and to master another spiritual lesson and to move up in your vibration and to move on your journey. So leave that there too. All right, so that was the reading for the people with the green calcite. Please leave me some comments down below. And if you like these cards and you like these readings, look at the other readings too. I have many decks actually having to do with angels, and I like mixing them up in the angel readings. So if you have a deck that you particularly like, let me know and I'll include it in the next reading. All right, so for orange selenite, we're going to lay out your cards like so. And the first card is the Knight of Swords. And in this deck, they use Machiavelli as the model for the Knight of Swords. So it's kind of interesting. This is a person that's very confident with their self in the world. This is a person who's very passionate about their intellect. and they love acquiring knowledge. However, they can be very blunt in their speech, even to the point where the bluntness may hurt your feelings just because they're being so terribly honest. They're very, very self-righteous and righteous. I mean, they go towards the truth and they feel very strongly about it. Again, just loving to gain knowledge, and from that knowledge they form their opinions. They're very persuasive and very, very confident in their own ideas and beliefs. So that's the current setup. So that's you, really. That's you are a confident person, you know your beliefs, and so if you're facing a health issue, you probably have researched it, you've probably looked into it quite a bit. You may even believe that you shouldn't have this issue because you don't see how you could have come by it. So whether it's an injury or an illness, you may be in a little bit of denial about the fact that you even have this illness. But the next card is the Hanged Man, and this is coming from the past. The Hanged Man is actually Angel Cassiel, and this means a suspension of activity, a surrender, seeing things from a different perspective. Yes, that's a positive thing, but also ceasing to struggle against it. Just acceptance and willing to endure discomfort for some reason. So with this card from the past, we can see that this is why I'm saying that there's possibly some denial on your part that you even are having a health issue, and you're just willing to put up with whatever physical discomfort comes your way. And your attitude about having this particular ailment could be that, well, this is just life. This is just how things go. As you get older, you have a few aches and pains. But I think that you can actually heal from these aches and pains and have a much richer life because of it. The next card is Temperance, and that's in reverse. And so in an upright position, Temperance would say, well, yes, if you pursue this and the healing of it in moderation, that's what you need to do. You need to gradually come out of this. But with Temperance in reverse, we're seeing that you're suppressing that. You're suppressing the impulse to come out of it because that seems like an extreme emotion to you. You're suppressing whatever steps you need to take to get the healing because you don't believe that you really need it. So I didn't show you the cards up close. I apologize for that. So this is the Knight of Swords. That's Machiavelli with an angel on his shoulder showing that he is righteous and he is a man of God. And then we have the Hanged Man, which is the angel Cassiel, who is, the ribbons around his feet show that he's there willingly, that he's not being strung up like as a punishment. This is something he chose in order to contemplate and gain a different perspective in life. However, in your situation, it's also showing a kind of suspension of belief or even a acceptance of whatever discomfort you're going through. And then we have the Temperance card, which upright looks like this. And this is the Angel Bagless. And usually Angel Bagless would be cautioning you to practice moderation, but in this instance, we're seeing that there is a lack of nuanced thinking. For you in this situation, you're really seeing things in black and white. I'm strong or I'm weak. I'm healthy or I'm really almost dying. So this is why you're not acknowledging the illness and not acknowledging the path towards wellness, because to acknowledge it would make you feel weak in some way. The next card that we have is the Chariot, and this is Jehudiel. This is a high energy card, so there's a lot of energy there, and this is saying this is your challenge, right? You need the high energy in order to heal from it, but also you need discipline and drive and tenacity, and you need to be in complete control. And perhaps the challenge is not to strive to be in such control. If you are experiencing a health issue, that can make you feel very much out of control. Your body is betraying you in some way. And so you may not like this answer that, let go, actually. So the challenge is that you need to recognize the way things come together towards success and allow some of it to happen from outside of yourself. So there may be some healing that can take place through the angels, through your angels, rather than you forcing everything to get right, to fix it. In other words, you can't just fix it. You have to allow for healing to take place, and sometimes that means that you're a little out of control. And like I said, we have extra card here, so I'm going to read the final outcome as the 5th card, and then the extra card I'm just going to read as this is an extra overview of the whole situation. So the next card is the Queen of Pentacles, but she's in reverse. And for the Queen of Pentacles, this shows in reverse that you are uncomfortable with being outside of the home or uncomfortable with being outside of your environment. And so the whole situation here with the Chariot, where you want to be in complete control of everything, kind of supports this, that when you're outside of your normal environment, you're not in control of everything that's going on, and it's making you feel very, very uncomfortable. Likewise, you're a little bit in denial that even there is some kind of health issue with you, so you need to accept that, and using your different perspective would be an excellent way to come to that understanding. But I think it's going to take some meditation and prayer and thought for you to really accept your situation and accept that it isn't something that you can just chant away. You can't just say a prayer and boom, it's going to be fixed. There's things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to trust your medical professional, your spiritual professional, whoever is helping you in this situation. You're going to have to trust them and their process to help you, because obviously whatever you have been doing has not been healing you fully. You may have gotten some results, but it has not healed you fully. And then we have, for this extra card here, we have Justice. And this shows that you probably will come to accept what is going on. You probably will see it as the result of certain actions that you took, and now you're going to take responsibility for them. So this is a fair decision after weighing all the issues. So you're taking responsibility. So let's say that this is the result. Maybe you're a person who has been an avid bike rider, and you ride in competition and you ride in groups or whatever, but you're getting a little older and you're still taking some risks, and perhaps you injured yourself. If that's the case, then now you're going to take full responsibility for allowing your body to really heal. You're going to see the right professionals for that healing, and you're going to follow their advice. But before that, you were kind of in denial a bit about what was really going on with your body. Now we come to the Oracle cards, and again we had extra cards jumped out. For the Oracle cards from Gabrielle, we have both Listen Only to Love and Speeches and Speaking. So for Listen Only to Love, it says, don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. So again, the fear of being seen as weak, the fear of being seen as too old to do what you love to do. It isn't a matter of just saying, oh, I'm just too old to do it. It's a matter of just being a little more cautious, taking a little more time, not expecting your body to behave the way it did 20 years ago. Your body, if you've been a bike rider for over 20 years, let's go back to that example, then your body is a pretty athletic body, but it is 20 years older, and you do have to give it a little more comfort in order to continue to use it in a very aggressive way. Speeches and speaking, you have important messages to deliver that can help others. So I'm going to also read out of the guidebook for this, just to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm going to first read about Listen Only to Love. I'll hold this up here. You began your journey with a positive intention, so it's important that you focus only upon that intention through the ups and downs along the way. Everyone encounters unexpected detours upon their path, so don't take yours personally. This card comes to you as reassurance that any criticism you receive from yourself or others can be viewed through the lens of love. There may be some valid and helpful ideas within the criticism if you can extract them with confidence. Don't allow yourself to be discouraged by the energy of fear. Fear is merely trying to distract you from your path. That's why it's essential to listen only to love. It's very, very good advice there. And then we have speeches and speaking. And speeches and speaking looks like this, and it says, you are a messenger and your message now needs to reach a larger audience. So this card is encouraging you to step up onto the stage and deliver your messages. If you feel intimidated by public speaking, then take a speech class or join Toastmasters International to gain confidence and polish your speaking skills. Nervousness comes from self-consciousness, with worries like, what if they don't like me? Or, what if I can't do it? All of the ego's fears are about me and I, whereas your true higher self is focused upon helping others through selfless service. So your higher self approaches speeches with the attitude of, please let me bring blessings to everyone I can. And those blessings come right back to you when you help the world by spreading your message of love. Remember that you can always call upon Archangel Gabriel to help you give speeches in an articulate, confident, and clear way. Boy, that is really amazing. Amazing advice. All right, and then we have the Angel Therapy Oracle card that says ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayer. And here is that card. And I will read what it says about the ear chakras. You received this card because the angels have been trying to get your attention. Well, yeah, you're totally in denial about being injured and hurt. So they've heard your prayers and are giving you information and instructions so that you can take appropriate actions. You're hearing the angels' messages in various ways: repetitive songs, an overheard conversation, a stranger's out-of-the-blue reassurances, or words that you hear in your mind. The angels' messages are always loving, positive, trustworthy, and constructive. I'm just going to put this down while I read the rest of it. In a quiet place where you'll be undisturbed, say the following to Archangel Michael. I now ask you to vacuum and clear any lower energies in my physical ears or ear chakras. I am willing to release anything painful that I've ever heard in exchange for clarity in my ability to hear the voice of love and the angels. That's lovely. I think I'll try that one as well. That's a really good idea. And then this card is self-acceptance. And I think this works on a few different levels. First of all, you need to accept the reality of what's going on with your body. If you've been injured, if you have an illness, you need to accept that it's really, truly going on and that you really, truly need to get some help to heal it. Now, if you are a Christian Scientist and you understand how to heal your body with your mind already, then you will not be seeking out a medical professional, but rather a spiritual professional. And if you're of a mind that you feel that you and a spiritual professional can heal your bodies and you're not a Christian Scientist, you can do that too. That's fine. But if you are a person that believes in medical professional help, then you need to get that help and you need to follow their instructions, or you need to find a medical professional that you trust enough so that you can follow their instructions. Another level of self-acceptance is just to realize that you are a powerful healer yourself. You have gifts that you came to use on this earth in this lifetime, and you should use them. So if you also have talents that lend towards, giving others angel messages or giving others information about their past lives, about their current life, about their, whatever portion of their life, if you have the ability to do that, you should do that too. Something about blocking and denying this illness or injury is also blocking and denying your clairvoyant abilities as well, or your psychic abilities as well. So that's a really interesting reading for the people who picked the orange selenite. So if you're a person that's really in denial about this health stuff, I don't even know if you'd be doing this video, but you do need to really look into these things, and I wish you well. I wish you all the best. I hope that you can find a medical professional that you trust and somebody on the spiritual side who can also help you to speak more clearly with your angels. Thank you for watching. Please leave me comments about this video. Thank you for sharing and subscribing, and I will see you next time, and on to the next reading. Alright, this is the reading for those of you who picked the Desert Rose Selenite. And I'm going to lay out the cards and let's get going. Okay, so the first card up for you is the Nine of Air, which can be a somewhat negative card. This is for your current situation, and it's saying that you're expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights, so you do need to really focus on thinking positively, trying to release any guilt or shame about what you've done or what you were experiencing with your health issues, and leave the past behind. Especially if you're having very unpleasant dreams, you should journal them. You should write them down, study them to see if there's anything that you can learn from them, perhaps consult somebody who understands the symbology of dreams, and then let them go. Just ask your angels to clarify for you what it is you're supposed to be learning in your dreams. Maybe meditate on that for a while, and then let them go. Ask your angels to just take them away, because it's not really benefiting you health-wise to have a sleepless night. In the past, you've been through, and this may be the recent past, is a big life change, a big life experience. This is from the Archangel Chamuel, and it says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So something in your life in the recent past has just changed tremendously and upended your life completely. And this means that you need to accept the change. You need to not resist. You need to realize that you need to move on into this new portion of your life, this new way of living in your life. And once you accept it, you'll find that things begin to come your way, that positive things begin to come your way. But this experience for you has already happened. But the ramifications of it you're still dealing with, so you still have to accept what has already happened. And then we have the Seven of Earth, and you may be an Earth sign. These cards there's two of these cards in a row, and I feel that you're more comfortable with the Earth energy, which is why having a big life change like this that affects you on all levels is a bit difficult for you to accept and to understand. But if you do a little meditation, a little prayer, you should be able to get the messages from your angels about how to adjust to this new situation. And then the Seven of Earth says, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So you're worried that you have put things into action for the future and you're not seeing what you want to see. This is because the harvest hasn't come in yet. And when you plant seeds, seeds have to grow, right? First they have to sprout underneath the earth, then they push through the earth, then they grow into a plant with a stem and a stalk and other leaves and maybe bear fruit or berries or flowers or something. But it doesn't happen overnight is the point, is that you need to be patient and let your harvest come in. But you've done everything that you can do, and you don't need to worry that it's not going to come to fruition. Of course, it will come to fruition, but just not when you're snapping your fingers. And the reading shows very well that it's going to come into fruition, because you get the very next card in the Earth suit. You get the 8 of Earth next. And this says that your work and your hard work is rewarded, that you're learning, that there's about to be, that there's, what does it say? Learning all there is to know about a topic, maybe going back to school. So this shows that you really love learning, or your work, or whatever you're really engulfed in. I'm going to put this down because it's not even in focus, but you're really enjoying the work or school that you're in right now, and this shows that you're really on the right track. The fact that you're so dedicated and you're so loving what you're doing. Others around you, and maybe this is people who have the power to make decisions about your future, they are appreciating this dedication to your work or schooling, and they're going to be giving you rewards soon. So there is going to be a real positive outcome on that track. But there is more to come for you. This is not the end of the line. This isn't the finish of your education or training in this area. You need to, commit to even more serious training and realize that you're not done. That's your challenge, is that yes, you've really gotten someplace and you brought in a very good harvest on whatever it was that you did. But there is a lot more that you could do, so you can go further with this. And probably this does mean schooling of some kind. It usually does. And then the last card that we have, which is the final outcome, is release, the Archangel Azrael. It says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So whatever health issue that you were facing, now that you've gone through the change in this life experience, I think now you can not only accept what was going on with you, but you can heal from it, release it, and move on. So I think that a big thing that you need to do through here is to accept what has really been happening to you. And even if it's causing you, like it said in the first card, even if it's causing you some sleeplessness or some anxiety or some unpleasant dreams, you need to mine those dreams for the lessons that they bring you. And as you do that, you'll be able to understand why you had this life experience from Archangel Chamuel and what you can do to move on from it. And also helping, Archangel Chamuel will help you accept what has changed and how you need to move forward. The schooling or work that you're doing right now, that can continue. That does not have to really change, and it will continue. So if you're worried that because of this life experience that you're not going to be able to continue on with your training, release that worry. That's not happening. But when you do release it and you do accept all the things that are going on in your life, that's when the phase ends and you have a transformation. And I think that's also a healing. I think you get a healing from this, and then you are able to actually move into the next phase of your life. Now, the Archangel Gabriel Oracle cards are very interesting. They say sensitivity is one card. Your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for your creativity. So a part of this is saying that, the things that you're working on now with such dedication, you're very good at it because of your sensitivity. So your feelings and inspiration are really fueling you, feeding you in this process of doing the work that you're doing. Even though you're getting training for it, this is saying that you have an innate ability due to your sensitivity that makes you very, very good at whatever it is that you're studying or working at right now. Aside and apart from these experiences that you're trying to assimilate into your life. And the next card says birth, new life, such as a baby, an idea, happy news, or an exciting project blossoms within and around you. So perhaps this life experience was giving birth or getting pregnant, and it says, maybe the release is that you finally do give birth, and a life experience, maybe you never thought you could get pregnant, and now you are. That may be the whole ball of wax, that we're talking about here. And this says, this is the card for birth, for new life. Archangel Gabriel announces births, both biblically and in modern senses. You drew this card as an announcement of a forthcoming birth. This could literally herald a pregnancy or adoption, or it could mean the birth of a new project or idea which would be related to this. With any newly conceived child or idea, it's essential to take good care of yourself and your creation. Nurture yourself with extra love and gentle care. Now that the birth is imminent, allow yourself to be divinely guided in your action steps. How beautiful is that? And then the Angel Therapy card is listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. Your angels want you to know that you're always receiving divine messages even when you're not noticing them. Most of these messages come through your physical and emotional senses, as your body is extremely sensitive to subtle energies. And if you are actually pregnant, they're even more so. They're even more sensitive. Sometimes you may not understand your feelings, yet they always have accurate underlying wisdom. You're receiving this card because you've asked a question that your body has already answered through your emotional and physical feelings. You're urged to trust your feelings and act upon them without delay. Ask the angels to protect and guide you, which they do through your intuitive sensations. As you give psychic readings or healings to others, know that it's impossible to be blocked from receiving angelic guidance. You're always feeling and thinking, and those are two primary ways in which the angels give you messages for your clients. Tell your clients what you're feeling and thinking during your sessions, as these messages are meant to be shared. Notice any tension in your body, which is a signal that your muscles are reacting to the energies of yours and other people's thoughts and emotions. Close your eyes and imagine having a conversation with a tense muscle group in your body. Ask the muscles, why are you tense? Listen for the answer, which will come to you as a thought, feeling, or even words or visions. Your body will tell you how it's reacting to your job, relationships, friends, and other life areas. Trust your body's truthful wisdom. Amazing. It's really amazing. And then the Healing with the Angels card is meditation. And I always say that if you can meditate, you're going to learn everything you need to know about your world and the universe. So be sure to take out time for meditation. It is very, very calming and helpful in all situations. Plus, it will get you in tune with your angels, guides, and all sorts of beings, your higher self too, so that you can get the answers that you need in a very timely fashion. So that's what I have for the people who chose the Desert Rose Selenite. And thank you so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing. And be sure to leave me comments down below, and I will see you next time.